This event is a non-commercial, purely academic event and the content, recording or any part of this event cannot be used for any commercial purposes.
Here, few key opinion leaders, rather one key opinion leader video we are going to play that we created. We had requested a few doctors of repute to share with us what they are expecting about pharma brand management and brands. So we are sharing with you a video interview of Dr. Sajjan Rajpurohit. He is the head of Onco at Max Healthcare.
Thank you, Dr. Sajjan, for this particular video bite. Let me ask you a few questions regarding the brand Allegra. What is your immediate feeling when you hear about the brand Allegra?
So Allegra, actually, the brand which by name the name suggests that there is some drug which has something to do with allergy, and so the brand name has been very good. It has struck a chord with me for at least last 15-20 years. So and I think that's what makes it very recallable. And also, apart from the brand, the drug itself is very good because the drug's efficacy as well as tolerability is excellent. So when I give this drug to my patients, the patients feel very happy. So that improves my trust on this brand. And I think this has remained one of the preferred brands for anti-allergics in my clinical practice.
Oh, great, Dr. Sajjan. So you, for this particular chemical entity, you must be having a lot of companies approaching you with different brands. But what is it in these brands that take them to the top of your mind? Like recallable, how?
So one thing which I, as a see, it all depends on where you're practicing. Definitely, when you're practicing at metros or Tier 1 cities, and if you're practicing at centers which are of excellence, then mostly you would prefer to use branded drugs. So, and especially with the drugs like Allegra, if you just see the difference between the generic as well as the innovator is not that great. So that actually helps most of the clinicians stick to the brand which is the first in class or the innovator molecule, and that's what has remained with Allegra. Apart from this, the other drugs which are similar are also used in a practice but less frequently because the recall value is less. And I think over time the company has also built in a lot of trust into this brand for the clinicians, and I think that's what has actually helped this brand be a preferred brand when we are recalling those prescriptions when we're trying to write drugs for our patients. And more so, I feel that many of the Indian companies are not doing that great with respect to the competitors in the anti-allergic market. But then there are certain drugs. If I could name, then there's one drug which is LCZ or Monter LC. So there are certain other drugs which also you use. But then apart from these Olivocet or Setzine, so these drugs, the brands are, you can recall them. But then in my practice, almost 70% of my patients, adult patients, I end up giving Allegra compared to the competitors.
Right, doctor. This was a wonderful answer to this top of the mind question, because recall value is what will matter in the long run. And would you prefer a brand or a generic, doctor?
So in my practice, if the difference in the cost of brand versus generic, because I do it, I'm in private practice. So if the difference is not more than 20%, I will always prefer to go for a branded one rather than for a generic one. But I have a huge practice in oncology, and in oncology the difference sometimes is huge. It can be 2 to 3 fold. In such cases, we tend to use more of good Indian generic drugs like drugs from Sun, Cipla, Dr. Reddy's, Intas, Torrent, the top 10 companies which are there in the oncology market and which have got US FDA brands, so that I am assured that the quality is not compromised for my patients. So that's how I choose. But if you ask me honestly, given a choice, I will always like to go for a brand.
Okay. Many sales teams from pharma companies would be visiting you. But what do you look forward to when these sales team visits you related to this particular brand, Allegra?
Okay. As such, you'll be surprised that not many people come for Allegra. And I think companies also have this strategy. Once they make a brand, then and they understand that brand is working well, they don't really put in too much effort into the recall value. And I think this word of mouth really helps these patients. And even clinicians are also comfortable because they have been using such drugs for more than 10 years or so. So most people will have this as a part of their habit. So I see that many of the brands which have already been established, you don't see medical representatives coming to you more often. So that's one thing which is quite surprising, but then that's truth. Number two is that apart from Allegra, I will have medical representatives coming from Indian companies trying to promote their anti-allergic, and based upon a lot of factors. So there's not one factor which I'll decide, like the cost and my trust into the company as well as their sales representative who comes to me can also influence my practice. So I think these things are important.
Okay, doctor. This question is a general question. The next one, just related to how simple a brand message would be. So, since this particular event is for the pharma brand managers across the world, uh, many companies come with the LBLs, or you may say a sheet which tells you about this particular drug. But why should these pharma brand managers strongly focus on visuals or the simplicity of the brand message?
So the question which you ask is how should the sales representatives promote their products to the doctors? Uh, so I think there are two parts to this promotion. Okay, the first part is that what they know about the doctor. So it's very important for them to know the product and the doctor. I think these two are very important. So the product and the doctor have to be compatible. I will just answer in this way. So there are certain doctors who will prefer branded drugs. There will be certain others who don't mind prescribing generic drugs. There will be certain who will just write on prescription based upon their relationship with the sales manager. But if you ask me very honestly, what drives a doctor to the product will be definitely how the product is being presented. So product presentation has to be visual. It has to be simple, and not too much of cluttered language should be there. It should be very simple with 4-5 valid points. What makes your product good or unique or comparable to the standard of care? That's what I think makes a lot of difference to the doctor, because in the next 2 to 3 minutes when you have the time to meet with the doctor, you have to impress the doctor with the product. So that's number one. But apart from this, apart from the product information, what also is important is how the sales representative engages the doctor on the personal level. I think that's very important, because many doctors will even on my part also say that some representatives I'll try to work and I'll try to help them with their brands, especially if I find that their conduct is good, and the way they present themselves is really I would say very healthy communication, and they interact with you on a personal level. It really makes a lot of difference for the sales representative how they interact with the doctor, and they should actually try to make the doctor as their friend. So if they are able to engage in on that level, they are able to break that ice barrier between the doctor and the representative. So there are various ways and means which I am not the expert, but then yes, that can really help push the brand to the doctor and make the doctor a prescriber for their brand. But then yes, the product has to be good. If the product is not good, sooner or later you're going to miss out on the doctor, because if the drug is not working, the doctor will not feel very confident helping you, even if you're good. So the product has to be good, and your representation as well as your approach to the doctor has to be good.